Jody.
That's it.
Yes. Hello, how are you?
Quite good. You?
Very well in a beautiful sunny Barcelona. So
Thank you very much. Please feel welcome to be here.
thank you. We are really thrilled to be in Barcelona Gallery Weekend. That you're taking part in gallery.
Great dates to be in Barcelona. Yes. We take part in the Gallery Weekend since the very beginning,
Yes.
since the event and festival was born. So we will have to contribute to just build some kind of exciting dates every beginning of the season. So it's great for us and for all the galleries in Barcelona.
And your space is really wonderful. It's a wonderful space. When did you create the gallery?
Well, the gallery was born in the decade of 2000s, really close from here in the street in Granados. But the point is that we moved 2 years ago to these new facilities. Once the list of artists started growing, and we saw that we just need another spaces with another possibilities according to the possibilities that the exhibitions of the artists will represent challenge us every year. So we have to change as long as our artists change. That's
Yeah.
natural.
And how many, can I ask you, how many artists do you represent? Are they...
Right now, there are many collaborations. We feel very comfortable working at the same time with 15 artists, more or less, and then a lot of collaborations. So the calendar is always tight, and we cannot many times do as many exhibitions, do as many activities for all of the list, but we feel comfortable with that number, 15 more or less, and then a lot of collaborations.
They're from here, local, let's say local.
Local and worldwide.
And international. Oh, fantastic.
Yes.
Could you guide us a bit?
Yeah, for
We
sure.
follow you because you have a really two exhibitions in one.
We decided to open 2 exhibitions because it's a format that engages quite good with the new space. It's big facilities, but divided with 2 theaters, within 2 theaters. That it's very easy just to conceive an opening, dividing the space into 2 exhibitions. We feel comfortable doing this way, and in this case, we open this first exhibition, the first part of the gallery by Marinella Senatore, an Italian artist.
It's time to go back to
It's
street.
time to go back to street. Yeah, it's time to go back to street. In fact, is the title of this series of drawings
Yes.
that depicts they are based in some pictures of some performance by the artist, made in Derby in the UK, made also in Palermo, in Sicily, within the Manifesta Biennale, and also mixing in with pictures of some political and social conflicts all around the 20th century.
They are so
Yes.
meticulous, they look almost as pictures.
Yes,
If you couldn't
they're
say-
based
yes.
in pictures. The point is that Marinella has a great archive where she just put together some images of how people used to come together and just take the street. So that's the main topic of the exhibition. How can we take the street again? Which ways are good to come together, and especially in the hard times we're living, where coming together looks like it's harder than ever.
Yes.
But this participatory element, this participatory thing, it's quite important for Marinella, that explores always with some kind of schools or research groups like the School of Narrative Dance, how we can transform the concepts of party, of how to get united in a very popular way. Just if you look at some drawings or stare at some collage or look at these banners that hang from the end of the first part of the gallery, you will see that she's very worried about transforming the concept of party, of demonstration, of, well, all the forms that we know that are useful to come together. And maybe her practice are maybe sometimes looks like a little bit anti-artistic or anartistic because well, she's concerned more in the methods than in the final results, than in the final formalization of her artworks. So that's the reason why you can see a mix of different media in the exhibition: drawings, collage, banners, and
so this is also
yes, it's also
quite
hand embroidered the banners that are typical from March, from different demonstrations to go on the street, and that maybe we can associate them to a more popular aesthetics.
I love this, the word that she.
Yes, the point is that she makes the kind of supports that are more related with march associations that go to the street, do some demonstrations, and make it they're closer to the crafts, to the arts and craft more than to the traditional artistic supports. But she makes it with some revolutionary political and social commentaries, and that makes her work so exciting.
I adore, look and reading.
Yes.
Meant to succeed. I have really succeeded, and don't give up beauty.
Yes.
They really encourage. They're very optimistic, very also.
Sure.
Yes.
The point is that I also mentioned the School of Narrative Dance. It's a school that says new methods of how people can come together and learn something and just stay together regarding dance.
Yes.
And yes, how to do community, but regarding dance. But to do this, you have to say some new methods, trying to think about the challenge, about the competition, to something different, to push the concept of competition away from the dance in order to turn it a tool to come together and not a tool to do just empty aesthetic competitions. That's the point why you see it's more an instrument to just come together and do party more than just trying to do competition. That it's sometimes what the school of dance, or the school of soccer, or the school of sports are born to do. She's trying to do quite the opposite, just to come together, let's party, and let's just transform ourselves in some
life. And I
powerful.
remember the first time you saw your name, and it's quite philosophical question. Yes.
Yes, I think that, you say it very well. It's just optimistic messages and powerful. She always refers to concepts like shining, light. I like very much that one. We rise by lifting the others.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
and it's fantastic. Yeah, that's it. It should be in everyone's minds. That's the point. And that's the point of to use the dance, that sense of the community, that it's in every one of her works.
And how long will you be having this exhibition and this full exhibition?
Until the end of November.
Fantastic. So for everyone to be, they can join.
Yes.
If
They can also,
weekend.
yes, they can also attend the other exhibition that we have by Maria Chocacher.
Yes.
That we have the pleasure to have the artist
It would be
here.
wonderful to meet.
So,
Yes. And something like and again, it's a different light. Here we get into another world, another dimension.
to different spaces,
Different
yes.
spaces, different
And she will say better than me, and her work just makes this space better. The combination of colors, white. Well, Maria, thank you for being with us.
Thank you. What inspired you? It's always wonderful to meet the artists. I have to say, it's a pity not to meet an Italian also from the other side, an Italian.
You're Italian. Well, I'm Colombian, but based in Madrid. 20 years. I love the videos. Yes. Well, these works you see here at the gallery are part of my series titled Indignadas. Indignadas in English is not culture, refers the 15M, 15M movement, the Spanish movement from 2010. And it's called Indignados. I took this name for this series because this series is a visual register of the female participation in social.
Just a little so we can.
Yes,
going to be far away.
It's difficult to. Yeah.
Thank you.
It's a visual record of the female participation in social and feminist public protests. And if we move to this area, we can see this information panel. It's a chronology of several public protests around the world since 2012. This is the beginning of this series of my project. I do digital drawing based in press and alternative media photographs. To tell this history of struggles, social and feminist struggles. And this information panel is very important to understand the political and physical dimension of the series.
It's wonderful. You know, I feel, you know, while you're talking, and I can see all this. It's really our history, and
Exactly.
every woman, every can share their own story.
Exactly.
It can feel part of what's
Exactly.
happening, and then unfortunately still here, still in this year, it's
Yeah,
2021.
we have to fight still. Yes, it's true.
Yes,
And there is an important thing inside this project that I always collaborate with activists with these images from internet. I share these images under Creative Commons, so activists can use these images to do posters or do a poster for a march or for a campaign or to cover a publication, for example. And I always print these images in big formats like this.
With very striking colors. I adore
Yes,
this.
yes.
And also, I was looking at which one would be. They are very each of them. So it's so powerful because it represents each of us in every
Exactly.
the driver.
Yeah, and the names, you know, the narrative is very important within this project because they are key words like survival. If you see this image with survivor, automatically you refer to this victim from violence, you know, machista violence, for example.
Yes.
So it's very political in that sense, it's very feminist, but it's very strong and it's very empowered. In some way. Yo te creo, I believe you, it's a very important phrase, you know, in this fight.
Yes.
Very,
It's,
we can
it's,
do it.
yes, they are a constant cliche of our lives, you know, that we, unfortunately, hopefully one day we will
Yeah,
go over it.
but we have to continue, you know. Well, for me it's very important as an artist to do a contribution idea that the woman
Do not wear. Yes, yes.
blamed because of the way she
But
dressed.
this is a very actually present and unfortunately very difficult to.
Exactly.
We are talking every day.
And it's very powerful to
Yes,
use the
yes.
same word, slut, it's a pejorative word, and you know, how do you say it? It's like a put.
The letters, yes, together. No, it's quite powerful. It's very romantic.
Yeah.
With the heart, it's love, but unfortunately,
Yeah,
yes.
has several narratives about love, about
But when did you start? So this was for you.
I started.
This technique. Did you start from the beginning, or did you?
Well, I started with this series in 2012, but this series is part of another project I entitled Women Working for Women. I started with this project in 2008.
Yes.
And this is one of the series of this project is conceived for public spaces, and the aim is to recover the women's history. In this case, I am register the history of the feminist struggles, not only feminine, also social struggles. At the same time, I'm recording this at the same time.
Yes.
Yes.
But again, we have to say that this is also a voice for every abuse.
Exactly.
Not only, nowadays it's incredible. Not only women, we are also men that are being abused.
Because we
I
have.
think it's very, it's very important to.
Exactly, we have several registers
Yes.
from several movements, like Black Lives Matter, for example.
Yes.
51, there are a lot of images there that refers to social movements.
All the movements of let's say, violence.
The woman in the center
Yes.
of the struggle.
Yes.
I highlight
Yes. But it's really strong.
and this is feminine.
Yes.
Feminine, an activist of feminine.
Yes.
Is,
Yes.
feminist
Yes.
group. They
And this technique you are explaining.
Star, PVC,
PVC, yes. But how can you explain how you?
I work digitally, so I draw with a electronic pen and a tablet, and then I print all the images. For me, it's very important to work digitally because I can print an image in any sense,
Okay, that's fantastic.
and I can reproduce it. It's important for me.
Yes.
Because of this activist aim,
Yes.
Because
And do you
everybody
feel that there is because I think it's important for all of us. We can't change the world, but all of us can change in our little
Exactly.
Do you feel that because it's going to so many groups of women all around the world? Do you feel this connection to?
Yes, of course. And I always collaborate with activists, with social organizations, with feminist organizations. I always, for me, it's very important to give them or to bring them back, in some way.
No, it's a really wonderful touching because it's a very important. As we were discussing with Francois, it's very important that these are before we go to a metaverse world. It's so important to change our world here, and then we can aspire.
Yes, and we can do it through art. I believe that art is a powerful political tool.
Yes, and
As a contribution.
yes, and thank you so much for
Thank you so much
your time and for your passion. Thank you.
Thank you.